right, welcome to the first Wise Guys podcast. I'm Grady Graham.
I'm Marcus Berger.
Will Adams.
And, we're really excited to be starting a little podcast here. We've always kind of wanted to do one. There's been people before us, but, we want to do it right. Rest in peace, the Lazy Boys and Triple Threat podcast. So I think we just start out with how we met. I mean, I kind of met Will at basketball. He moved from wherever he was before this. He just showed up at a practice one day, and he was same he is now. I met Marcus at baseball tryouts way back when. Travel league. Those were good days, but Marcus?
All the travel days. Oh man, where do I even start with those? Some of the best times I've ever had with Grady and the travel ball. But I met Will on the minivan bus rides. He kind of just spawned in one day, and I'm like, oh, you're kind of cool. So yeah, that's kind of how I met Will.
Went snowmobiling the first time.
Yeah, we went snowmobiling a couple times.
Got my mom's phone number,
Yeah.
Exchanged those.
The good old days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I pretty much same there. I met Marcus, on the minivan rides. It was fun. Grady. Yeah, I just met him at basketball, and it's been history since.
Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of got a little cooler stories than me. I mean, I went to St. Anne, so it's not like we went to the same school or anything.
Yeah.
So I was kind of isolated from them other than sports or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I was kind of a loser, so I didn't really talk to people. We did have nicer equipment that we were supposed to have, but right now it's trapped in LA because of the fires, and it was supposed to be transported out of there. And I mean, speaking of LA, I know you wanted to talk about this.
Had a little bit to talk about,
These little conspiracy.
the fire conspiracies, how, there was supposed to be this. So you guys know how they're going to have the Olympics, 2028, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they're building all this new stuff, and, LA supposedly wants to be, super high tech and all that, but they're like, it's kind of hard just to do that now with all the old buildings. So I'm thinking, a lot of other people online too are just like, maybe the easiest way is just start fresh. So they just burn everything down.
Oh, they literally just were like.
Well, that's what I think.
So they just decided to just start a fire one day and.
Well, because they want to have this tech city. They're gonna call it. Well, I've seen it says Smart LA 2028, and it's supposed to be just super, high technology and all that.
So, was this the city of LA doing this, or was this the Smart LA company, or
I'm thinking it's the government.
The government?
Government.
So the mayor.
Yeah,
or president even, or
I don't know if that goes that far, but
Right.
they wanted to get this smart city, and they just were like, well, the easiest way to do it is start from scratch.
Think they're ever concerned about hey, we might kill a lot of people living in LA?
Well, I wouldn't think that, because not that many people died.
I feel like you're that high up in the government, you're not really caring about the people anymore. You're more.
Yeah, right. sounds kind of grim.
All right. Yeah.
So
And all the the insurance stuff, people were saying how they dropped State Farm dropped house insurance on
Right.
fires
Yeah, a couple months before.
it was some people, not gonna name anyone, but they were they dropped it an hour before the fires got to their house.
that's crazy.
It was July.
Yeah, it was.
I did some research.
It was a good couple months before, but
Yeah.
I think it was all planned,
Mm-hmm.
But
Kind of makes sense. They didn't burn down any
stadiums
either, right? Olympics,
Right.
Yeah, I know. And
the Rose
if
Bowl.
you look at it, some of these trees are still standing.
Right. Some.
And it's just the house is burned down.
the houses are down, but the trees are still up.
And why wouldn't they grab water from the ocean?
Okay.
They weren't doing that. I'm just saying. They weren't doing that. They didn't want to do that.
Another thing was, all the games got canceled up there, but then Supercross was still going on when the fires were going, and it didn't even look smoky. It didn't even look smoky on camera.
Going to that too, though, that's definitely why the Vikings lost right there. Is because of the fires.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Don't even get us started on
No,
that,
yeah.
dude.
Were they?
We could talk for hours about how the Vikings
We could
lost.
talk for hours.
I saw a sky view. It was a satellite view. It was the Rose Bowl stadium, the football stadium, and everything around it is just burnt down, but the Rose Bowl is still there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and it's the Coliseum too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything around it is just on fire.
Well, I feel like
Coliseum.
the Coliseum's not very flammable, but Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I suppose it's kind of old, but
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. It's kind of
What are you guys' thoughts on this?
it's a little far out.
It's far fetched, but like
I see.
I can see it happening.
Yeah,
You know.
it's
yeah, I could definitely see it, but we're just never gonna know.
Well, I heard another. It was like all the celebrities were trying to burn down LA because they
Whoa.
wanted to burn all the Diddy evidence.
I could. Yeah, that's another one.
But like they didn't need to burn all of that, so that's why I'm kind of
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I mean, they had to make it, not so obvious.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's kind of more obvious when you get them this big.
I think yours makes a little bit more sense, just
Yeah.
because I could literally see LA doing that. Like,
Yeah.
They're just,
I mean,
they're kind of out there in their mind.
They got-
It's like,
I did see a little Instagram reel on this, like, because they got all this, they got a homeless problem,
Oh yeah.
and the
They do.
homeless won't be there because they're all getting evacuated to
Yeah.
wherever else, or they're obviously not
Yeah,
making it.
that's probably one of the reasons.
yeah, wouldn't you love to be a construction worker out there about now?
Oh yeah. Making bank.
All right. I mean, any other recent news besides these LA fires? It's -7.
Well,
7 below zero.
Yeah, it's freezing out.
Trump's back in office now.
He is
officially
it's
in office.
Got TikTok back.
TikTok is back.
11-hour ban, dude. I was just.
Will
I just
was-
can't even go on there.
Will has been on TikTok maybe twice.
Yeah.
Marcus,
I
Just found out what it was.
just
today.
found out about TikTok about 2 months ago.
we
So-
we fancy ourselves some Instagram reels.
Yeah.
Going back to how cold it is out there, we show up here at the house and Grady just doesn't open the door for about 4 minutes.
Well, I mean, I think it's like a norm when you get to a house, knock knock, or we have a doorbell.
Oh, yeah, we knock.
It goes ring when you hit it. and
Yeah, I was
hear
always,
it.
I was knocking on the door for sure.
Our
Jack-
doorbell's loud. I would have heard you.
Well, I mean, Jack.
Well, he
said
was
just-
knocking on the door. He didn't hit
Jack said just open it. I'm like, that looks a little fragile. So
A little friend. No, it was locked.
yeah, see, I don't want to break everything.
See, I was just down
Breaking
here
memory.
doing nothing. Anyways, it's other than it being cold outside, we had practice this morning.
That was light practice.
That's pretty light practice. We
It was
have a game
about-
tomorrow.
It was about 20 degrees in the gym.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't.
pretty cold in the gym.
It
too.
was chilly. It wasn't 20 degrees.
Well, I mean, if you think.
Well,
they're
no,
not
no,
heat
it's
school.
like it's like
I'm
metaphor.
gonna say.
metaphor.
Right. But it was chilly.
Tap me 2 times. Anything else? We do got 2 games this week, fellas.
We have 3.
We got 3 this week.
We got Sibley's.
Yeah, we got St. James on Saturday.
Oh, I forgot about it again.
That's on
James.
Friday.
No, it's Saturday.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like Saturday.
Wait, because we had Maple River. Was it Thursday at home?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you can't watch Supercross.
I think they put-
Saturday.
are you- I think someone put it on the student section. I feel like they put it on for Friday.
Did they say
No.
Friday?
It's
Yeah.
it's Saturday.
It's Saturday on
Yeah.
the remind, so
Huh.
hopefully it stays Saturday.
Well, what?
Well, it's like Saturday,
No,
and then
it
you
should be Friday because
and then
it's on the 25th.
bus time is like. It might be because
it's a late game too.
and it's like it takes away your whole.
Oh
day.
shoot! No, yeah, the 25th would be.
yeah, it is actually taking up our whole day
Yeah,
I
because you
mean,
can't really do anything in the morning because
we have
you
a
don't want to
7.
get wore out for basketball and then
Yeah, we have a 7 p.m.
I like-
game on a Saturday. That's
I
not
liked
normal.
it. I liked it when we had we went to Byron right away in the morning.
Oh,
get it
yeah.
done. I had the whole day.
Play at
Full
11
review stuff.
Right.
Yeah, play at
Now you-
11, get back.
Now your bus time's at 1:30 or 2, and you get to lunch. You go down there, you see C squad, JV, rough stuff, and then varsity. We don't know how good St. James is, do we? Do you?
I mean, I can't remember. I did watch film on them, but then we didn't play them.
Right.
I don't think they're nothing special.
But we have Sibley. Tuesday.
I think St. James and Sibley should both be pretty easy games, but Maple River, they're
that's gonna be a tough game. That's
they're a
gonna
tough team.
that's
Last
the
year,
game of the
last
week,
year they
I
were
feel
all
like.
sophomores, and they just
Well, they had two brothers that both killed us last year.
Yeah.
They're gone. They had one kid that had like 5 threes against us this year or last year, and he's been killing it this year.
He's been
He's
killing
He's a
it,
sophomore, so
have they beat anybody we played
I don't.
Well,
I
they
actually really paid attention to them too much. Can't remember. I think they might have played Jordan, but like they're a tough team.
Right.
Like strong, and they move the ball really quick. So they don't have much scores besides the one guy that can shoot.
So is that's going to be game of the week then for sure for LSH? Or?
Well, for basketball, I don't know. JV girls, who do they play? I know they play.
Well, they're
supposed
supposed
to
to
play
play
MVL.
MVL today.
Game
That
got canceled. It's off. It's
Really?
not happening. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's fun.
What about the hockey matchups? What is it?
Oh, I mean, we could probably take a look right now, real quick.
yeah, I suppose we could take,
we probably
take a look.
I was 7 p.m. on a Saturday.
Oh, there's a girls' game today. I just saw their game day.
Girls?
calls.
Oh, really?
Shit, we might be able to hit that up.
Probably should.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't really want to.
No offense to the girls. This is a big football game tonight. I'd love to go, but
Oh, Notre Dame. I got the Notre Dame shirt on. I told
Yeah,
you.
Notre Dame shirt.
I got the Notre Dame shirt on. You guys
I got the Notre Dame sweatshirt on. Go Irish.
the
you know.
shirt reveal here.
Marcus is flexing his
Just take off your shirt. Yep.
Yep.
Like
See,
this.
we got Notre Dame.
Notre Dame football. This guy.
2022. We took a little trip
Yeah,
off to
let's see. I'm wearing a
what is it,
Seaboy shirt.
Michigan. And got myself a shirt, JT, a water bottle that day too. So
Boys hockey is home twice this week.
Ooh, Mankato West. That should be good, right?
that's gonna be a game of the
They
week,
played
too,
Breck.
right?
Yeah, but Breck's not like
They're
all those big schools.
They're a basket. They're like number one in the state. in
They
basketball.
should not be. They've lost like 7 games.
Well, haven't they played
Well,
like?
okay, listen to this, right? You know Con Knipple from Duke?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
He's got 4 brothers at Wisconsin right now.
I've seen
At
that,
Wisconsin Lutheran.
Mhm.
2 of them play varsity. One's definitely the best player.
Isn't there the middle schooler though?
Then the 2 are like 8th and 7th graders playing middle school. It's
Yeah.
supposed to kill, right? But they played Breck over the weekend in some tournament, and Breck beat them. And Wisconsin Lutheran's number 1 in Wisconsin. And
Yeah.
like, wow. I think it's a pretty big upset.
Breck displays a lot of hard teams.
Yeah, I guess they've only lost. to
Now, are they a
teams.
private school or are they public?
They're private.
Okay, so they can recruit. So that's.
Yep.
So we play Sibley away.
Do you know if we play Hope Academy this year?
We do not.
No, thank
yeah.
God.
Thank-
No,
yeah.
thank God. That was
That's always a fun one.
the little like we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and everybody else is bowing their heads and praying and we look
Yeah.
like
Ooh,
We
bad
look like
guys.
idiots.
yeah.
I do like their school though. Like I don't know if I like the area of where it's located.
No, not at all.
But I mean, the school itself, I like how it's on like the 2nd floor.
Yeah, that was
That was kinda nice.
Even though like the gym's small and like the locker room's tiny, I think the school's pretty nice. It looks-
Yeah, we got out of there quick. The game was over. We were on the bus in 5 minutes.
yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't a game that you're sticking around to say hi to the parents.
No,
or anything.
you
It
say
was-
see you at home.
They got
Mom.
like
It was.
2
We'll
rows. They got
talk about it at home. And
Yeah.
yeah, like 2 or 3 rows of bleachers, and then the other side's just the benches.
Yeah, it was
So,
a tiny gym. Almost 3/4 size. It was a small gym.
I mean, we would have played them at home this year, so it wouldn't have been too bad. But
Yeah.
I think they're just.
Remember
not
2 years ago we played them at Hilltop?
Well, yeah, it's because Hilltop. Usually we're supposed to do a game there,
We're
but,
supposed to do 1 game a year there.
but now I mean it's not our school anymore.
Right. They sold it, so.
It's like the Field of Dreams game in the MLB. It's like once a year thing.
Right.
But did it even happen this year?
No, because like whatever. I don't know if it's not taken care of or why we can't have a game there. So you go up there for open gym and there's 1,000 little kids running around, but I mean it's a fine gym.
No, I
Right.
did.
Well, they just did the
Yeah,
floor
they
a
redid the
couple
floor.
years ago.
Yeah, the same time we redid the floor at the high school, they redid the floor.
Right. They,
Yeah.
they just did all the floors except for Park. Park is
Well, yeah, Parks.
the floors.
Troll on them.
Shout out.
Troll MN, thank you for visiting the park. I don't know if you're gonna see this, but girls basketball have a game Friday.
Where's that one at?
At home against Cleveland.
Oh, it's at home.
Against Cleveland.
Oh,
Go support them.
We might have to go support that one.
They're doing good. They're doing okay.
They are doing all right.
You know,
I don't listen.
excited for next year. They're gonna have a varsity team.
Yeah.
And here's hoping nobody quit.
Bringing it back.
No,
As long as nobody quits, though.
no. If you're on the girls' team, don't quit. We've had enough of this. Shout out Sherry Fritz. She's
Hold
the
that
best.
half-court shot.
She's the best.
Half court shot. That's all.
At the girls' game, half court
Yeah.
shot. They did that.
No, that's just what I like to do.
Well, now we can't go on the court, so they're still having that.
Then you can take your shoes off.
I know, but are they still doing
Oh,
the
yeah, they're
half-court
still
shot?
doing it. I don't
Are
know.
they?
They said
Because-
they weren't going to be able to.
Because the new conference rule was that you couldn't go on the
we do it.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. I don't get it.
Because last game, I don't know who it was. It was some girl and drained one, and everybody was going crazy.
It's every game. We walk out there and they just hand us the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder how much money they make. Because it's only $1, right?
Yeah, it's a shoot. Yeah, that's a block.
Well, oh, don't worry about that. Boys hockey, Tuesday at home against Mankato West. Thursday on the road at Redwood Valley. Saturday at home against Breck. Girls hockey, Monday home against Laverne. Wrestling, Tuesday at home and Saturday on the road. Don't know where those are, but
Tuesday, I want to go to another restaurant.
So, is the wrestling team pretty good this year?
I think they're number 1 in the state, aren't they?
Are they?
Well, they're ranked. They're close to number 1.
I think they are ranked. I think we got a couple wrestlers.
Because I
that are
saw
actually
everybody
ranked.
repost them as like number 1 in every class, and I'm pretty sure we were on
Well, I don't know if we're doing as good as we were last year, just because kids have been hurt, sick.
Yeah, a couple of them. I've heard the grades are bad.
Yeah.
Behavior's been a little rough this year.
Colton was sick for how long?
there. Yeah, kid sick as a dog.
Yeah,
And if you're sick, you're out for a week automatically.
yeah, and Jen lost his leg pretty much.
Oh yeah, I was right there when that happened. First play of football was just one
Yeah.
stop.
He's literally just running the field once. But
You know, another piece of information I just got was Colton broke his thumb.
that's just a thumb.
Well, he can't wrestle.
What?
I don't believe he can wrestle with the cast on, because his cast goes up to here
my.
because it's full hand.
When did you figure that out?
I saw him at school on Friday, and he had this black cast from here to here.
Was it like an actual cast? Or
It was
just
an,
like
it was an
brace?
actual cast. Yeah, so he might be out for the season. That's 2 seasons he's missed now. Because he missed that season when he had
Oh
that
yeah.
fracture in his knee or something. Had that
Whoa.
surgery.
Nonetheless, the wrestling team, they're doing
They're
pretty
doing good.
I like
There's
their
a
sports.
couple kids that are
There's-
ranked actually, I believe.
good. Really?
Yeah, I believe Tiki is ranked, and then George is ranked, and obviously Dalton's going to be ranked.
Okay.
But yeah,
I think all around, the Super Sports doing pretty good this year.
Yeah, I mean, we are doing pretty good. Football team, best season in quite a few years.
best season in a while.
Won more than
Wow.
one game this year. Yeah.
Well, actually, we're talking to technicalities here. We didn't win any games last year.
Oh wow.
Think about because
Wow.
a person to not be named was actually ineligible of playing, and we played him.
Yeah. Wasn't it just for like one down?
It was he only played like 2 games.
Oh really?
Yeah. But we had to but that also equals the forfeit of all those games.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
We won. They won. Well, we won a playoff game this year too.
Yeah, we did win a playoff game this year.
Beat Lake Crystal.
And then did we go to JCC?
We went to JCC. We actually put up the
Best fight that they've had.
Well-
they faced all postseason.
So
I mean, that was what their third string everything.
Oh, Roman was playing that game.
Roman did play.
He did play that
Oh
game.
wow.
Jeez.
But I mean, shout out to them though. I mean, they won state with a 3rd string quarterback. That's
Did
insane.
Roman get hurt?
Yeah, he got hurt, and then their backup quarterback got hurt.
Oh really?
I mean, 'cause-
So-
yeah.
This 3rd string, who's been playing football for 1 year,
Oh wow.
won the state title.
Wow. Does he get the starting spot next year?
No.
Isn't
No.
that Roman's second year? He's got hurt in the.
Yeah, he got knocked out cold last year.
Yeah, I don't know. The Gophers are. I don't know if I'm a Gophers fan. I don't know if I want him.
If I'm a D1
He's
college,
good and he
it's-
can run.
No,
but
he's very good. Yeah,
if he's injured prone, I don't know.
yeah. I don't know if he's made the class. I'm not sure. I mean,
Right. If you're D1 college and you see a kid's got hurt 2 years
Bring
in a
back
row
Brosmer.
at one of the safest positions on the field, wouldn't you say?
so, but what is he gonna play? Is he gonna play quarterback or is he gonna play safety? I've heard 2 different things. I've heard
Both.
I think
2-way at quarterback.
I feel like he's gonna go safety. I don't know. Does he have the best arm? Like, does he have really good arm or no?
I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, the one game that I went and watched at JCC, the first one of the year, he was throwing pretty. He's throwing
He can
dimes.
move too.
He can move. And
he
he
was
was throwing
quick.
dimes, but they weren't catching it.
Was he the? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the one? He dropped an interception right into the breadbasket of Sam Wagner.
Did he?
Or was that their backup? That was their backup.
Okay, that was their
I'm
backup.
corrected.
Yeah. Sam Wagner was a dog.
He's not dead.
Well, I mean,
And
you got that. I remember our first or second drive of the game. I think we might have showed up a little late. he takes it down the left sideline. Just
Big play and just got rocked.
I wouldn't say he really didn't look like he fell that hard, but the shoulder was just
Not in the right spot.
nope, not the right spot.
What was that the game that he
Looking like the Lions
dislocated
player,
it?
you know, his arm.
Oh,
was-
dude, did you see that? The Lions player snapped his arm.
Oh,
his
yeah.
own
Oh,
teammate.
man.
Oh yeah.
Man, that looked rough.
That was.
They just kept showing it. They wouldn't take it
I
out.
know.
And they were like, hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, and then
The announcer said, hopefully he's okay. And
Joe
then-
Buck and Troy Aikman, oh, we do not want to show this, and they just kept replaying it.
Yeah, they just kept replaying it over and over.
We're sorry you have to see this. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. Don't even go rewatch it if you're listening to this. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, but John, like, I'm sorry
When
you're
you're-
flipping topics here. Like, the Lions, I mean, they're down, they're out.
Dude, game of the week for sure.
Yeah, that
For
was
sure.
insane. I mean, every other play was just downfield,
Yeah.
big play.
So it was like watching a college game.
Yeah, it was basically like that.
But you know, you love to see the Lions out of the playoffs early.
It was cute when they sucked, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're getting good. Oh, the Lions never been to like playoffs in whatever 30 years. Then they get to the playoffs, and now
And now they're terrible.
they're too good. And I'm not a Dan Campbell guy just because he was a part of that 2009 Saints team where they
Right, where they
Bounty-
set that bounty on.
bounty on Brett Favre.
Yep.
So I'm just can't be a really big fan of Dan Campbell.
No, you do gotta be, like, you
You
gotta
got-
give him some credit
Yeah,
because
you
he
gotta
does
be
have
happy.
some balls.
Yeah, he's-
on the field.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you know what I
impressive.
mean?
Yeah.
Like he goes for stuff that it's like, what's the benefit here? But
Yeah, we
he
tried
gets them
doing
most
it
of the
in
time.
the game against them. It just didn't work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we sucked.
Throwing it 10 feet over Jefferson's head.
Yeah,
Anyways, let's not get started on the Vikings here, fellas, because.
we're a little
Yeah.
sore subject.
All right.
All right, well, I think we're going to go to intermission. We might have a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
Today's sponsor for the podcast is CJ's Lawn Mowing and Snow Removal Incorporated. If you need any lawn mowed or snow blowed or really any other landscaping needs, Riley Kerrigan is your guy.
All right, we're back after a little break there. Hope you enjoyed the sponsor, if we had one. We wanted to hit a topic. It's a little soft in some places, personal to some people, and it's the top 10 NBA players to ever play the game, ever. Some of us are going to have some hot takes, that's for sure. I think we want to get kind of just right into this. We'll start at whatever 10. We'll go around, say our 10, talk about it a little if we want to.
So you want us to start? At
I think
10,
I'm gonna have Grady start his top 10.
Should we
go
just-
from?
So,
Are we going?
how do we
Let's
1
go
to 10?
from 10,
Top.
10 to 1. We
Ooh.
each say our 10.
And then we
our
go,
number 10,
it comes back around.
and then it comes back around
Yeah.
9, 8.
Yeah, that's how
Okay,
that's how it's
okay.
All right, so I'm gonna start, and he is the greatest tall white guy to play,
All right.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh, I was thinking Chet.
Nope. Dirk, big German, you know, he could shoot. He could really.
Oh, he could do it.
He could let that thing fly from deep.
John's really taking notes lately.
Really?
Yeah, you see him in that film today?
Oh.
John was thinking that, you know? Yeah.
That little.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
off the 1-footer.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean, he was open, but.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was.
so I
Good
got
shots.
Dirk, played for Dallas his whole career. I mean, he basically beat the Miami Heat by himself.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you have? Jason Terry, Jason Kidd.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
But I mean, Jason Kidd was
He was-
great
he was-
facilitator. I mean,
He was a little older though.
yeah, true.
All right, Marcus.
All right, so I'm gonna start this off. These two know a lot more about basketball than I do.
Yeah,
so I
that's true.
I kind of threw together my list, you know. But I'm gonna go with Wilt Chamberlain,
That's
number 10,
that's
because-
a respectable.
because the dude scored 100 points in one game. Like, you gotta be on the list if you're gonna
Did
score
he?
100
We don't know. We don't know.
You know, we lost the film, but he did have 100 points.
It's like LeBron's 1 billion.
He did play against Palmers though, so that's why he's number,
Yeah,
number 10
that's
for
true.
me. He
Yeah.
played against a bunch of squibs, but
Yeah.
he still had 101 game. It's still tough to do. So
That's pretty hard to do. And there's no 3-point line.
no
Oh,
three-point
yeah, no
line
three-point.
either, so like
That's tough.
that's 50 made shots.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna go with Dwayne Wade.
Ooh, that's a good pick. That's a,
Yeah, he's my 10 for sure.
he.
See the way he moves out there, you know. He's shifty.
He's shifty. He's very shifty.
He was great with the Heat.
Oh, he took the Heat to the finals before they had LeBron. And
They didn't even need LeBron.
they didn't even need LeBron.
No. I agree. Number 8.
Yeah, back not number 8. We're on number 9 now.
The Stuart Henderson math, boys.
Yeah.
That's for you.
This is another back-to-back white dudes here. I got Larry Bird. Another just phenomenal shooter. I mean, the guy pulled up to the three-point contest, didn't take off his warm-up gear, and he goes, "Which one of y'all is getting second?"
He's telling guys what he's gonna do on the court.
Yeah,
He still cooks them.
Yeah,
He's
greatest.
his left hand.
Maybe the greatest trash talker of all time too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
God, he played the mental game. He got up
He
here.
played the
It was
mental
either
game.
him or Kevin Garnett.
Remember Kevin Garnett?
KG had a good mental game too, but
Yeah.
I think Larry's still on top.
Yeah.
Absolutely, all-time Boston Celtic. Didn't play for anybody else.
I had Shaq in 9.
I can see that. Yeah.
See, I think it's a good take because he couldn't make his free throws, but man, when he got down low, he was making his shots, you know. So
He harassed them.
he could harass the rim. I don't know how many rims he broke in his day, but
Probably
it's
3 or 4.
yeah. But you got to include the practice.
Well, I mean,
runs, too.
3
so,
probably in game.
Yeah,
Taking
so
down the whole. Didn't break the backboards is pretty.
just
thing.
bring the whole thing down.
Yeah.
And it's like how do you manage
Yeah.
when you're that big, you know?
I'm gonna number 9. I'm gonna go with Dirk. You know, he was just so smooth.
He was.
That fadeaway. You know, he's just
Oh,
he can shoot from anywhere.
right.
It's like the Wembanyama now.
Right, absolutely. You had to put him and John Carroll's in the same conversation.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting close.
I know what John's catching him.
He's getting close. All right, on to number 8. I'm going probably the greatest power forward of all time, Mr. Fundamental, Tim Duncan. He was. You guys, nobody is ever gonna know how good Tim Duncan was. He was so good.
He was great. Yeah.
He might
Insane.
be a little higher, but for now he's
Yeah, that's.
until somebody changes my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had Kyrie.
Okay.
You know, it's a hot take, but nobody can finish at the rim better than Kyrie. You know,
He's not even top 15 for me, I don't think.
no, he's up there for me.
He's right.
Nobody's gonna block him at the rim.
I'd say I'd
That's the
put
thing.
him, if I had his guess, I'd put him around like 17.
How do you guard him too? I mean,
Right, you
Dribbles.
can't. You literally cannot guard him. He will do circles around you. Like there's no other way around.
It's
it.
true.
So
he thinks the earth is flat.
does he
Yeah.
actually? I might have to take him off.
Well,
Can't have that someone that dumb on my list. But
yeah, I don't know if he still thinks that, but he definitely did.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
So, my number 8, I'm actually going to copy Grady. I'm going with Duncan. We, guys, just, you know, we didn't talk about this
We
at
did.
all.
We did not. We did not talk together about this.
He was just great.
Just he played the game the way the game was supposed to be played.
Yeah. Fundamental. It's like Brody Barrett, you know?
Just like Brody Barrett, he plays the game the way it should be played.
Yeah.
Not pulling up from deep 3 and air ball.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to number 7. I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor.
I mean,
He's 7. What was he, 7?
what was he like the first 7-footer in the league? I feel like
He played with the Bucks, Lakers.
he was.
He
Overrated.
he scored a lot. LeBron just passed him last year. I think he is a little overrated,
Mhm.
but I mean he still has to be on this list somewhere.
Yeah.
But I see him throwing in like the top 4, the top 3. I just don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
Number 7 for me was KD, Kevin Durant. You know, he was on that Warriors dream team that year when they had just destroyed everybody. JT, don't even be laughing.
It's not a bad.
He gets carried.
It's better than the Kyrie pick, I think.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Even though I personally like Kyrie more than Kevin Durant, he went to the Warriors because he couldn't win. Wins there when he leaves. Guess who's still winning in Golden State? That's Curry. Guess who's not winning anymore? Kevin Durant.
I mean,
He built what people would probably say would be a better team at the time.
So-
With Kyrie and Harden.
yeah. I mean, he played with Westbrook and Harden on the Thunder. I mean, he went to the Nets. He played with Kyrie and Harden, and they
He
didn't.
thought they were probably gonna be better.
I know. I mean,
They were not that good. I mean, they actually didn't get to play with each other ever, but
he does get carried.
yeah.
Or well,
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird makes 7.
Greatest shooter of all time. Scores 50-some points with his left hand because he got bored. Like, what do you even do? How do you guard him?
How do you not put him higher when he does that? You know,
I mean,
like, I get what you're coming from, like 7.
yeah.
When you score
Well,
50 points with your left hand, when you're like,
Well, if you think about it, though, like, he was also not playing against the greatest competition.
that's true. That's true.
Like, it was still, I won't say plumbers, but like,
it was
not
not
as
as
Well, I mean,
try-hard as
he
they
did.
are
He
now.
played. That's my mom. He played against Magic and Kareem. Yeah, no, Jesus, they're home.
yeah. I guess, I mean, they were good, obviously, but he's just pure shooter of all time. Well, probably besides Curry. But he could,
It's not like his
Sling it.
form. Not like his form was great either. He just kind of.
I was pretty good for him.
Have you ever seen that clip where like he tries to miss and he just physically cannot miss?
Well, I mean, he just grabs it right here and he just,
It's just all
it's just
hand-eye coordination.
one
you know?
little motion, you know, it's,
I like the commercial where like his mom is teaching him how to shoot.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
yeah, I have,
That's a good
actually.
one. That's a good one.
All right, moving on to 6. I got Larry's rival, Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know how good he might have been higher if he didn't get the AIDS.
Yeah, it's HIV, wasn't it?
Whatever he got
Yeah.
some sort of.
She got,
business.
you know,
He's out of the league. He tried to come back. He wasn't the same.
I got a cardboard cut out of him, you know,
You do.
in the shed.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
put him in my top 10 more because he scares me when I walk in there. I think it's a real person.
Okay.
So, no, he just wasn't as good in my mind. He was like really good point guard for being that tall at the time. You didn't see that
Yeah. Right.
ever.
It's like what people thought Ben Simmons was gonna be.
And then it turned out to be just
He's
awful.
he's horrible. He's just actually
awful.
he was good until he stopped taking shots.
Yeah.
In scrimmage time.
All right, I had Kobe Bryant. That's
6,
number
right?
number 6. Number 6.
6.
I feel like it's a pretty valid spot for Kobe. You know, he was obviously good, but when it came down to it, he just wouldn't pass the ball when he needed to. Like, obviously, super selfish.
He's Kobe Bryant.
But he's just too selfish.
If you see me like I played with Nick Young.
Okay, but
If I played with Nick
yeah,
Young,
but he had
I-
Shaq and he wouldn't pass the ball to Shaq.
Well,
He
that's
told him
because
to put it
Shaq.
on the rebound.
All
Like,
right.
come on.
Well, you don't know the context here, right? So Shaq is hurt. Kobe starts, taking the lead. He's scoring like 50 points. He was for 2 weeks. I think he was averaging over 50. And then Shaq comes back and he's mad. He's not getting the ball. He's like, grab my rebound. I would do the same thing if you were out. If I was scoring 40 points a game, and you finally come back, I'm keep scoring 40. You can grab the rebound if I miss.
What is?
You gotta work for it.
So much. He was so inefficient.
I do have a question.
All right.
I got a
He
question
does
for
have
you.
to pass the ball.
I got a question for you, Will. Is that why Shaq left LA? Because he wasn't getting the ball from Kobe, or was there something else, or just because?
I mean, I'd probably go with that. I'd assume that.
All right.
Because why wouldn't he stay? They had a great team. He had to have just gotten mad he wasn't getting the
Yeah.
ball.
Right.
Yeah. My 6, Wilt.
Good pick.
100 points. Maybe.
Maybe.
Never know. Still, though, I mean, he was just crazy. He was killing everyone. Couldn't really do anything about it.
Even in that off chance that he did score that 100 points,
Mhm.
I mean, that's insane.
Look at the stats. Like, we have film of him scoring 50.
Yeah, there are
How
how many
many
times
times?
70 points.
Yeah, like, it's happened many times.
Moving on to number 5, I got Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, he is literally the most dominant post player of all time. And you can't say he's not.
I'm not. I got
He
Shaq.
could- he
I got
could-
him at 5'2".
He can't
You
shoot.
can't.
He can't shoot from anywhere 3 feet outside the rim.
Yep.
But I mean,
When he touches the rim, it's going
he's
down.
just like, here it comes, and then he gets hit, boom, boom, and it's. I mean,
It's over. I don't know how
only
you
like
defend.
400 pounds, but
You know, you
7'1",
basically have to
4'1".
triple team to stop him.
and even
Yeah.
then, like,
And even then, he's still dunking on you.
absolutely.
So it's like, yeah, there's not much you can do.
Right, Marcus, you got it.
Yeah.
I had Anthony Edwards.
Ooh.
He's not out of the league.
Like,
He's not out of the league yet, but he's already getting
at
compared
some
to
point,
Jordan. He,
at some point, he could get there.
he's already there for me, man.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
he is actually carrying Minnesota.
This is where it comes in where, he doesn't really watch basketball near as much. All right, okay. It is the Timberwolves score right now. They're up by 13 on Memphis.
And how many points does he have?
Well, so far he's got 22.
Oh, that's
Okay.
that's
It's,
pretty good. That's pretty
what's
good.
It's not even
what's
halftime
the
yet.
score of the-
Oh, wow,
Okay,
he might-
exactly.
He might get over 40.
Usually when he scores like 40, he's getting it all in the fourth quarter.
He's getting fined.
Yeah, that's it. He's getting fined.
All right. Flipping the bird to the crowd.
With my fifth pick, gonna go Shaq. You know,
Absolutely. Just
dunking everything. He's just a beast. You can't guard him down there. Well, until you foul him, then you can guard him.
just foul. He goes the line.
No, but that's why they
What
came
was
up
he,
with
like
hack
30-something percent?
No, it had worse than 30%.
Was it? I think it was like 30%.
Well,
I
okay, think about it, though. You're 7'1" and you're like 400 pounds. Like, grabbing the basketball, you feel like shooting on a mini hoop.
I know. It was wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, let's go to number 4.
Number 4, got Steph Curry.
Oh,
Greatest,
You have
greatest
Steph
shooter
Curry?
ever.
actually, I don't.
Oh, is he even on your list?
Steph Curry, greatest shooter ever, greatest point guard ever. If we're not always counting guys that played for it, he's
Yeah, he's a great shooter.
what can't Steph Curry do?
You see him in the Olympics, I don't know what you want me to say.
I saw him shoot over 2 French guys in the Olympics.
After hitting 4 threes in like 2 minutes.
I know,
Like,
Nick-
it's just.
Nick Batum just gets out there. And
Alright, Marcus, you go Steph Curry?
I had Curry too, second best shooter of all time.
Oh.
In my opinion, you know, he
Alright.
he's just good overall, but just not the best shooter.
My 4th, Kobe Bryant.
nice.
You know, he's just dominant. Mama mentality.
It's a good mentality to have.
Didn't
I
need to
think.
pass the ball. He still won 5 championships.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, I mean,
He's just not quite.
like
up there for
Shaq
me.
was, he was really good. I mean, he's in my top 10, but just
Kobe
grab the rebound.
Kobe was on the finals without Shaq.
Yeah.
That's true. And then proceeded to say, "I got one more than Shaq."
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
that's crazy.
No, my number 3 is Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we know what your top 3 is.
I mean,
Just
yeah.
by, you know.
Well, maybe people don't know 2-1, but we'll save that. I mean, I always like to look at the picture where all 5 guys on the court, they got a hand at Kobe, and Kobe's still going up with
Yeah.
it. It just shows you like he didn't care. He knew he was the best player on the team.
He was playing with Julius Randle and D'Angelo
Julius
Russell.
Randle. Those 2 suck.
Yeah, that's why he traded.
Anyways, moving on to Marcus.
I had Larry Bird, number 3.
That's-
Number 3 pick.
That's
It's a valid
In my
pick
eyes-
because he's the greatest shooter of all time. Hot take. He is the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah. I mean, I think second greatest.
I don't know. Did Curry ever pull up to the 3-point shooting competition and ask who's getting second? No.
I mean, okay. That's just because Curry himself, not much of a trash talker. You know that too. Curry's just, he's just a nice guy. You're like, you can't get mad.
very humble guy.
Yeah, he's a humble guy.
I suppose, but still.
He just showed up and cooked everyone and didn't say anything. That's right there.
Didn't
Yeah,
even
I
take his
suppose.
warm up jacket off.
I just can't compare him to Larry because, if you're willing to shoot with somebody from the WNBA in a 3-point shooting contest,
That's
I feel
that's
like
more. I think that was kind of because like the NBA wanted them to do it because they'd get a lot of money.
It was like the most viewed All-Star thing in like 15
Yeah.
years.
Because everyone's who's a better
the All-Star
shooter.
games is another topic.
I think this
but
year it'll be better.
Is it
Yeah,
going to be better this year?
it'll be better this year.
With my number 3, I'm going with Curry.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
My eyes, greatest shooter of all time. He pulls it from anywhere.
That's a good pick.
Like I said, look at the Olympics. Just couldn't guard him. How old is he? 30, 36? No,
35, 30,
I think he's like 37,
35 to
He's not that old.
38. No, not 38. I think he's 36
because he was a lot
or
after
37.
LeBron.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, he's getting up there in age, and he's still up there cooking the whole world. I mean, just running around, guys. Like he just runs all over the place.
I mean, he literally, the way basketball is played now is because of Steph Curry.
Yeah,
all the 3-pointers.
That's true.
Yeah,
He got to the league, he's shooting 18, 15 3-pointers a game.
Yeah.
And people are like, what? How? Like,
Uh-huh.
now you see it everywhere.
yeah.
Now you're seeing 73s a for a team, and it's like, oh, that's normal now.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I mean, it's insane what he's done. Now we're in the top two.
Top two.
And
This is controversial.
I think. Anyways, yeah, let's just get it going. I got Michael Jordan at number 2, 6'6", out of North Carolina.
Yep.
Played for the Bulls. Retired. Came back. Played some baseball. Wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
But he still was in the MLB.
But if he would have stayed, you never know. I mean, they say he would have been good.
Came back again. Played for the Wizards. What did he win? 6
championships, 2 3-peats.
Every other award you could get.
Literally every award you can get.
Basically,
He's him.
he's that.
He is him.
Michael Jordan.
So-
He did Space Jam.
He did do Space Jam.
Yeah, he started it. Who followed him?
LeBron. Because LeBron's trying to be.
I will say the first Space Jam is a miles better than the second.
Oh yeah, I see.
They didn't even use real kids in the second one.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think they did in the first one either, did they?
Well, yeah, they did.
Did they?
They used in the second one. They used Bryce, did they?
Yeah. But no, there was one kid that I never made up.
Well, yeah, probably.
Anyways, enough about Space Jam.
All right, yeah, I had Michael Jordan too. You know, he's just that good. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not quite number 1, but he's there.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
I mean, probably around the same thing, except I'm gonna switch mine. LeBron is in second, actually.
Wow.
All time.
Wow, I was not.
I mean, I know
expecting
there's-
that from you.
Wow, I was not expecting to see this.
Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of hate it from you. I know. I mean, LeBron, he's very dominant. I mean, I don't. But if you look, I mean, he's a great player, right? So, like a lot of people say he's the greatest of all time. It was a really hard pick for me, but he just reached, second. Was it in 30-point games?
Was it first? I think it's
I mean,
first.
that's tough to get. That's tough to get when you're.
Did you see the 40-point games thing?
Or wait, no, yeah,
He's on track. If he has to have 32 more seasons to beat MJ's record.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Again, but it's a little hard to play with Anthony Davis. He played with D'Lo, who D'Lo loved to shoot. He didn't make a whole lot. Played with D-Wade.
Anthony
Chris
Davis
Bosh.
is hurt like for 3/4 of the season.
Okay, but Anthony Davis for the first part of the season was averaging like 32 points.
Yeah, where is he now? I haven't
Okay.
heard his name since then.
Well, Anthony Davis, we didn't.
Probably got trapped in the fires.
Oh, jeez. Anyways, played with D-Wade, Chris Bosh. He was on some teams. I mean, obviously those Cavs years, he was all by himself.
No, he was not.
No,
The early Cavs years before
Well,
before he went to Miami,
early years, yes.
he played with Zadurnis Ilgauskas.
After Miami, though, he had a pretty good team.
Yeah, he had Kyrie, he had KR.
Yeah. Kevin Love.
Kevin Love was there.
He was a dog.
And we're on number 1.
Tristan
Number
Thompson,
1.
Jefferson.
Hot takes here.
I got LeBron James. The guy he's 40 years old. He's been playing at an all-pro level since he stepped foot on an NBA court. He literally all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, but it took
He's the
him
most dominant
how
player.
many seasons?
Dominant player.
Yeah.
How many seasons to
though?
get to that? He got to that, last year about mid-season? A little after mid-season?
It was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
It was last season.
It was last year.
Because he wore 6 last year.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with putting
He's-
LeBron on
I mean,
number 1, but
he's 6'9". He's 250
6'9".
pounds. You see him come into the hoop, you're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's why he's the great. That's why people put him at the greatest player of all time.
He-
People were scared of him. He got easy points.
He got
Easy
points.
buckets.
He got easy points.
Yeah, you can't call him the greatest of all time. You just said people move out of the way because they were scared of him. That's easy. That's wide open.
That's easy points. They didn't do that to Mike. They weren't scared of Michael Jordan. That's what you're telling me right now.
I mean, go watch The Last Dance, man.
Okay. Anyways,
Some of them were not scared. Reggie Miller, not scared from him.
Alright, sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulty there, but you guys heard Grady's was LeBron James. Mine, hot take here, Nas Reed. Okay, 6th man of the year last year.
There, just right there.
Coming
Right
off
there. Sixth man of the
He
year.
is the most underrated player.
He doesn't start.
He is the most underrated player in the league right now.
Paulo Bank
No, I'm
Hero
sorry, I'm
is
sorry.
underrated. But he's also
Nas
not-
Reed is the most underrated player. Like, nobody is better than him coming off the bench.
There's a lot of people.
No,
better than
nobody
him
is
coming
better
off
than
the bench.
Nas Reed. When you think of the Minnesota Timberwolves, you think of Nas.
I want
Reed.
Luka Garza over him right now.
No.
That's less than it.
That's way too far.
All right, so
you're
we're
talking
just
about the goal right now. Grady literally has a shirt that has a picture of Nas Reed with a mirror, and it's got a goat on the mirror.
All right,
He's
so
got a point. He's got
my number one pick, Michael Jordan, greatest player of all time. He could do anything. Couldn't stop him. He's cooking everyone. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
6 championships.
Very impressive stats.
He just took a break for fun. Came back and cooked.
It's true.
He's clutch.
There it is.
Yeah.
Our
You think
top-
that break was for fun, or you think it was to
I
kind of
think-
like clear his head a little
I
bit?
think he got kicked out of the NBA because of his gambling. Like,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
you don't want to ruin your legacy because
If
you
we
do
get
all this
onto
gambling,
that,
so retire.
I don't think it's because of the gambling. I think it's because he was
His
going
father
through a
passed
rough
away, didn't
spot. Yeah, his dad passed away.
Right.
Murdered.
I think that's right. Yeah.
And his dad always wanted him to play baseball. Even though he obviously was happy when he went to the NBA and all that. It's just like when he was a child, he wanted him to play baseball.
Right.
So I think that's more of the reason.
That's fair. That's fair.
There it is. Those are our top 10 NBA players. Some very, very hot takes.
Fair.
Otherwise, I think we had some pretty good takes. I mean, obviously, you guys can comment on that if you would like.
Oh, please comment.
critique. Please critique, actually.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to keep rolling on this sports path right into. We got some parlays we want to talk about here.
All right.
Real quick.
Nothing like some good old sports bets.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I got some pulled up here. You guys can be comment on it. My first one is Quinshawn Judkins. He plays tonight against Notre Dame in the national championship. I got him taking a higher on 0.5 rushing touchdowns or receiving, so an anytime touchdown by Quinshawn Judkins.
No.
Will says no on an anytime touchdown by Quinshawn Judkins.
I'm gonna go with the higher on that.
I think
I'm
it is
feeling he's gonna have 2 tonight.
2. I mean, he has been playing a lot more than Travion Henderson. A lot more. I think him getting in the end zone is almost a guarantee. Next up, we got Dylan Harper of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. They take on Penn State at Penn State tonight. I got him taking the higher on 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
100%.
What's his 100%?
Let's see it. Yeah.
I think Dylan Harper has been so dominant.
Greatest player in college basketball right now.
I think that's a pretty valid take. Wow. Moving on, we got a Minnesota guy, Dawson Garcia. He plays at Iowa tonight. I'm taking the higher on 1.5 assists from Dawson Garcia.
And you got to.
I feel like 2 assists is not that hard to get in a game.
I know. Does Dawson Garcia really not get that many assists? Director JT, I think
I'll look on
I think
that.
he could look it
he'll
up.
look on that. But I mean, it's 2 assists, and you're a guy that plays basically the whole game.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah. Shout out for the game-winning shot against
Oh my God.
20th ranked Michigan.
Oh my God. That was
Don't even get me started on that.
all-time Minnesota moment.
Yeah.
I think Will's pulling up Dawson Garcia's stats. I mean,
Yeah.
Is that all we got for parlays?
I got
Oh, a couple more here.
2 more here. That
2
we
more.
He's averaging 2.1 assists per game.
2.1.
Yeah.
So, unless he has
Never
a
know.
bad night.
He's averaging.
That's all he does. Next one. We got 2 more here. Jaylen Brown, 5.5 rebounds.
I'm taking the under on that.
I'm taking the under. He can't use his left hand, so he's not going to grab it with both. So
Right.
he has no left.
Still taking the over.
Wow, that's.
I think he can get 7 or 8.
I just.
They play.
He can jump. I'll
They-
give him that.
They play Golden State.
No, he's not going to get it. Now with Chase Jackson Davis out there.
Ooh, really?
And Gary Payton, you're not doing anything.
I think he has to, because I mean, Porzingis is going to be over Jackson Davis. He's got to fly in there and grab the board.
Is Porzingis back?
Thought he was. Thought he just got back.
Oh, you might be right.
Anyways, could be wrong there. Otherwise, I look like an idiot. Final one. Rutgers 7 by 7.5 over Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
we're taking
for sure.
that, taking the over on that.
I think they've been a little rough lately. They're a little over 500, I think, right now. But I just have a feeling, they're gonna have a legacy game.
It's gonna. I think they blow Penn State out of the water. I don't know why.
Note that tonight they're gonna have a legacy game. It's gonna be like a 20-point win.
I don't know why. Wiggly is Rutgers tonight. The top parlays were both Rutgers. I think they're a good team.
Yeah.
All that.
So he's averaging 3 rebounds a game. Brunson.
JT doesn't even have the right guy out.
Yeah, that's Jalen Brunson.
That's it.
We're talking about Jalen Brown.
I might have said Brunson. That's an accident. We're talking about Jalen Brown.
I don't think you did say Brunson.
I think
Either way, neither.
I think you might have said Brunson. If I'm being honest, I think you did.
Okay, well I meant Jalen Brown.
Well, either way, neither of those two guys would get over 5 rebounds. Neither of them.
He's
He's
averaging
averaging
6.1.
6.1.
Yeah, well, that's what his average is.
I think
Doesn't
he's.
doesn't mean you can have a bad game.
He's gonna lower it tonight.
I think
boys.
he's getting it tonight.
No,
All
He's
right.
gonna lower it.
I think we're staying on this little path here. We're going into our player of the week.
Player of the week. Oof.
Will, we're gonna let you start with this.
You're gonna let me start. All right, I'm going Nikola Vucevic.
Can you say that again?
Oh, Nikola Vucevic.
Vucevic.
Okay.
All right,
It's a good one.
you guys probably just hearing the name, I would never think he'd be the player of the week.
Right.
They play
What
at Charlotte.
nationality is he?
What?
What nationality?
No, I really don't know.
Middle year.
I don't think I've known don't really follow him. But the Bulls are playing Charlotte. They lost by 1 or 2, can't remember. He had 40 points though.
Wow.
40 points, 13
Wow.
rebounds, and 6 assists.
And then lost.
That's-
They lost.
Yeah, they
It's
lost.
almost like Cat's 50-point game last year. It was like 60 points.
60, yeah.
60
Yeah,
against,
just-
against Charlotte.
He's okay, but Vucevic is putting up Jokic numbers there. Even though Jokic, I looked and he didn't really have a good week.
Right?
Yeah, obviously it was good, but
Yeah.
not his week.
Marcus.
Well, Grady and I had Jaden Daniels.
You can speak for the both of us here.
Yeah, we you can't beat him this week, man.
I mean,
Beating the Lions, like
Rookie.
come on.
He's a rookie.
A rookie. He's had a heck of a season this year.
yeah.
I mean, game winners, game-winning drives, Hail Marys.
And
I
it's,
mean,
The Bears.
literally everything.
he ran all over the lines. It was like he was playing in a friggin' video game. Just
Yeah, it was.
downfield
Yeah.
every time.
It's like watching a college football game.
He had, I think, a little over 300 yards. I think it was right around 300.
Jeez.
That's not even counting the rushing yards. I don't know how many rushing yards he had. I'll take a look. What he had for a stat here real quick.
It was pretty impressive.
299.
299 yards.
299 yards. He was 22 for 31.
Wow.
That's 71%. That's quite a good percentage there. I mean,
Quite a good game.
What about favorite games of this past week?
good. Same game. I'm going
Yeah.
Commanders Lions.
Commanders Lions.
Yeah, I feel like
I
we
mean,
all have that.
It was
Yeah.
every play was just wow. When
It's so fun to watch.
When Teddy Bridgewater got in the game there and they scored that 70-yard
Oh,
touchdown.
I was tearing up.
That was pretty epic. Pretty epic. And then how about upcoming week? The upcoming games.
Upcoming games. I got 2. Can't decide.
Two.
Can't decide, right?
Okay.
First one up. The Lakers versus the Warriors.
Ooh,
It's always fun, to see LeBron, Curry. I don't know.
Never gets old.
It's just fun to watch.
Right.
Or Nuggets Wolves.
Oh, they play this week?
These are both Saturday.
I
Saturday
have
games.
the Nuggets winning that, but I feel like it's gonna be close.
I might have to
We
pick
always
the
fight
Nuggets
with
too,
the Nuggets.
but
Nuggets Wolves always is good.
it's always a good
It's
fight.
always a close game.
Right.
Last year, battling them in the playoffs.
That was the greatest
Greatest
game. Might be the best Wolves game maybe ever. We were down by like 15, weren't we?
Yeah.
We're down by a lot.
That's great. What do you got?
Gotta go with Notre Dame. Game of the week.
Notre Dame, Ohio State, Natty tonight.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
It's the second biggest game in football line in the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean,
It's gonna be long.
really, who's winning? Well,
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Oh, Notre Dame.
I'm not
Notre
saying
Dame.
I'm not
You're
saying-
Notre
Dame.
Hey, I'm a fan of Notre Dame over Ohio State.
You ever seen the movie Rudy?
No, I don't really care about it.
Watch Rudy.
You're gonna have to watch Rudy.
Watch it.
I'm just saying, I like Notre Dame. I don't like Ohio State, but I just don't think Notre Dame's going to be. I'm going with my opinion on who I think's going to win.
I want Notre Dame to win for that Instagram post you showed me the other day. The dude's got to chop his, you know what, off.
Oh my God!
If Notre
I
Dame
didn't
wins
see-
the championship, that's. I feel bad for the wife, but man,
I mean, that would be sick. That would really just be sick.
that would be.
That's why I want to see Ohio State win.
You're strange.
I feel bad for the guy, but like I do want Notre Dame to win. You know. But,
I would like to see him win. I just think Ohio State's going to win.
if you're the NCAA though, who would you rather see win? Ohio, Ohio, or Notre Dame?
I want Notre Dame to win. I just told you that.
Notre Dame hasn't beat Ohio State in 88 years.
Yeah, I want Notre Dame to win.
It's gonna be
I
a
just
day.
don't think they are
Tomorrow.
going to. I just don't think they're going to pull it off.
Last year we had crazy game. I mean, what was that? It was like 2 seconds left. Ohio State was on the one. They scored, won the game. It's a crazy game. I think the tables are turning. I think the 88-year winning streak.
Yeah, I would hope
ends.
so. I mean,
It better, man. It better.
And
I just don't think it's going to.
I think we slide right in to what I'm about to talk about here. You didn't like that?
That's not smooth.
I'm gonna talk a little bit about the national championship here. There's a lot on the line in this game. There are jobs, there are legacies, there are
Packers.
Hey,
I mean, there's everything.
There's
on this
anything.
game.
the Packers are on the line here too.
All right, yeah. So Ryan Day could lose his job.
Do you think he gets fired if they lose?
I think he brought him to the championship. I don't think so. I think they should
Keeps his job.
I think he should keep his job.
I mean, that Michigan loss was very bad.
Yeah.
It was awful. You can't lose to Michigan. They were not good this
You
year.
didn't go for some
Well, I mean, they lost their best quarterback,
Best quarterbacks is probably Tom Brady.
right? And then they lost, you know, Jim Harbaugh. But he ain't having that good of a year this year.
I mean, obviously,
He's like dying, so.
it's like the Patriots losing Brady and Belichick. I mean, it's going to take some time, but you'll get back. You'll get back to it.
Right.
Speaking of head coaching jobs, I think if Notre Dame wins or loses, I think Marcus Freeman's getting the Bears job. I really do.
I think for sure if he wins,
It's 100% if he wins. I still think even if Notre Dame loses by 30,
I ain't even taking the job if I'm him.
I think Marcus Freeman wants to be in the NFL
True.
really bad.
I feel like that Bears job is just not. one that you're
It's
gonna
like you want to stay away from it, but
Anywhere else but the Bears.
a lot more money for Freeman.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's a defensive guy. I know the Bears, they kind of wanted an offensive guy just because Eberflus was defensive. That didn't work out.
Yeah.
But Freeman is definitely, like, Notre Dame's offense is very, very good. And I don't think Eberflus could ever figure out the Bears' offense. I think Freeman could.
Yeah.
I think Caleb Williams would like
He's
Freeman.
trash. He's not good.
He's not.
He's not.
That's a hot take.
not
I feel
good.
like. He was
It's
a hot take.
He's
for
a
sure.
rookie.
He's a rookie.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie.
It's once in a blue moon.
He's a rookie. Jaden Daniels.
Well, I
he's
was gonna
also
say-
a rookie.
I was going to say,
Okay,
it's once in
that's
a
like
blue moon where a rookie quarterback just like takes a team. I mean, last time it happened was Joe Flacco.
Brock Purdy.
Okay, well, Brock Purdy was.
Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. Rookie QB.
He didn't even
Where
play.
are you going with
he
this
didn't
conversation?
play the whole year, did he? He came
He
in week
came
like
in-
15 or something.
he came in last game of the year
Yeah.
and carried
Against
them
the greatest QB of all time. Tom Brady, and he beats him.
Okay,
this is
look at his team though.
You're
His team was absolutely stacked.
You're looking at
Brady's team was pretty good too.
Not stacked. Though.
You're looking at prime 49ers. Like their defense.
Their defense was insane.
Fred Warner. I mean, it was absurd how many good guys they had on that team. Absurd. I mean, I don't think he took. Whatever. I think Brock Purdy, same situation as Caleb Williams. He does maybe a little better. Caleb Williams did not have a good year. Look at Bryce Young. Bryce Young actually sucked last year.
Well, I mean,
he
look at him.
balled up. He balled up.
5'6". What do you want him to do?
Bryce Young balled up this year, even though the Panthers didn't
have the greatest record.
What were they?
He's got a jump throw every time.
Okay, Drew Brees had to jump throw every time.
Well, he didn't.
He was like 5'11".
I know, but Drew Brees is really good.
That Drew Brees height.
Drew Brees
height.
Yeah, look at him. He has a jump throw though.
Yeah, he kind of did.
6 foot.
6 foot. So he's a little short king.
He's a little short guy.
What are you talking about?
He's short.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Yeah. There you go.
If you're in the NFL,
if
you are
six,
Brady's height. You
got
are a
6'6".
short
You
guy.
got 6'6".
270.
Fat. Okay, the guards and
Yep.
tackles are all star. You gotta, what is it, lob it over, you know?
You can't lobby. I mean, I guess.
Okay, well, you gotta look up. You gotta throw the ball.
You have to throw it over the line.
Right.
And, you know,
Right. Let's just keep going here. Let's just.
I think if Ohio State wins tonight, it is the start of like a Georgia thing. I think they win maybe 2 in a row, possibly 3 in a row. I mean, they got Jeremiah Smith for the next 2 or 3 years.
I think Alabama.
what if you
State
redshirt
next
next?
year.
Oh, you can't redshirt anymore, I suppose. But the whole deal now that the college players can play like what 20 years now.
I mean, a college quarterback. I know Ohio State has some crazy guy behind Will Howard. He'll be good, but a lot of guys are going to see, I want to go play with Jeremiah Smith. I want to go be a part of this Ohio State team. So they're going to hit the portal, go over to Ohio, and I think we see the start of a dynasty if Ohio State wins tonight. If they lose, I think they're just another team in the top 10.
Right, I don't know. I can't think of his name. Notre Dame's quarterback, Riley
Leonard, yeah.
Is he a senior now?
He is a
Have
senior.
you seen his basketball highlights?
They're pretty good.
You think
Better than LeBron in high school. You see him out there though. He was looking like LeBron out there in high school. He's just dunking everything.
He was very, very good.
Ripped. Just
Speaking of these quarterbacks, Will Howard, he's not that good. He's just a guy. He's just a guy.
He's just your
I mean,
average Joe.
He's got Jeremiah Smith. He's got Emeka, I don't know how to say his first name, Egbuka, who probably should have went last year. Those two, okay, and don't make fun of him for not being able to pronounce his name either. But he'll be a first-round guy this year.
yeah.
Probably maybe the best receiver in this class. You got Quinshon Judkins, absolutely insane, and Travion Henderson. Maybe the best O-line in the nation. Maybe the best. How are you not good? Like, you put me behind that line. I'll dump off passes to Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins all day. I'll do that. Sure, he makes good tosses downfield for Smith, but some of them are like wild throws, and Jeremiah Smith just goes up and gets it.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was in this year's draft, he might go #1. For sure, I'd take Jeremiah Smith over Travis Hunter this year.
Right.
I'm just saying that. Jeremiah's, we're staying on that little track. Jeremiah Love, running back for Notre Dame. I see Ashton Genty. I see Omarion Hampton. I see Ollie Gordon. I don't see Jeremiah Love. He is,
for good reason.
he's easily just a top 5 running back in the country. He's a sophomore for Notre Dame, so he'll be back next year. You see this guy, he jumps like 20 feet in the air almost. Grown men are running straight up at him, and he still
Is
jumps
he the one
over
that
them.
had like that long jump over the guy? It was
Yeah.
like
And
6 yards or something.
He
insane.
jumped over the guy, and he continued to jump for another 5 yards.
Yeah, that was insane.
But I mean, he was a little banged up last game. Pre-game, he said, "I ain't hurdling this game." Proceeded to jump over an individual.
Like John Morant, I'm not dunking anymore.
Proceed to jump over an individual and score. It was insane. Director JT were watching that
Hold on.
game.
You were talking about, Genti. The Heisman. Who do you think should win?
How does JT not win?
Yeah.
He's a couple yards short of that Barry Sanders record.
Just for a short little topic, I think he should have won.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. What do you think?
I think so too.
Yeah.
Look,
Travis Hunter's really good.
He's very good. Don't get me
Two-way
wrong.
player. I get it.
But just because he played in almost every snap doesn't mean he was. I mean, sure, Ashton Genti was playing against
Carried his
friggin'
team.
community colleges, but
I mean, he still carried his team all the
then
time.
you would play him in the second half sometimes.
I know.
He still got 200 yards in one half. I mean, obviously, Jeremiah Love, like I said, he has an injury. I don't know if that's going to affect Notre Dame tonight. He was kind of limited last game against Penn State. Didn't play a ton. He should be a little better this game. But with all that being said, I got Notre Dame 32-30. Go Irish!
Hey,
Let's go. Will doesn't get a high five. He does not wear. He's rooting for Notre Dame, but he doesn't think they'll win.
yeah, you gotta hop on that train, man.
Yeah.
I really do want him to
The
win.
Irish are coming, and they're going to take down the Buckeyes tonight.
I hope so. I really don't like Ohio State.
Yeah, absolutely. They are. They're really hard to like, I feel like.
Yeah.
it's
kind of just like the Packers.
I mean, when Michigan planted their flag at the middle of the field, that's like stuff like you lost at home in a big game.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield did it all the time.
Yeah.
He did it 3 times, I think. And he did it at Ohio State one time. He planted the Oklahoma flag.
Yes, he did. I remember that.
Yeah, and then you lose to Michigan. I mean, you should expect that. And they go out there, and Jack Sawyer freaking takes the flag and throws it into the crowd. I mean, they were kind of. It's just they're a hard team to like. I feel the same way about Michigan, though. I just can't like them. So, I don't know what we got here. Got planned next. That's all I had to get off.
Alrighty. So, Will, do you want to go or do you want me to go here?
I got one thing on my segment. Celebrity crush.
Oh boy.
Dreading this one.
Oh. Will's gonna start this off.
No.
because-
I want to hear what you guys got first.
So I'm not a big movie guy. I don't really know
Well,
many
it
celebrities.
might be like an actor. It could be like, I don't know.
Well, I don't.
Yes.
I mean,
Maybe like Betty White, but she's dead.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know many else.
I'm gonna go with Dolly Parton.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right.
You know, the only reason she's getting old, you marry her, you're rich.
All right.
Me and Mo were talking about this actually the other day, were we not?
Yeah, she's on a
There's-
billboard on
there's a-
Mankato.
There's a Dolly Parton billboard
22.
Oh,
on 22, right next to the
Yeah.
right next to whatever that.
that little farm thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
right in Kasota.
Yeah.
I mean, she's up there, and I look up there. I'm like, man, Dolly Parton does not look. How old is she? 80 something.
She's
can't-
old.
She's 80.
She's
She's getting there. So like
That's a
you
great picture.
yeah, you marry into that, and
she's
you're loaded.
79.
You're loaded in 10 years.
and she's a great.
You're
she's just
loaded in 10 years.
a great lady. She's always donating to charities.
Right. She's just 9 to 5.
always working 9 to 5.
All right, Grady. What do you got?
So I had to think about this. I don't want to offend anybody out there listening or watching, but I'm picking Margot Robbie. I mean, she is a good-looking woman.
Yeah.
But
I can see that.
me and Will just recently watched a movie with her in it.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's a phenomenal movie. 10 out of 10.
Great movie.
Recommend.
Great movie.
She's
A
a
lot of famous actors.
lot of people are in it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are in it. She's in quite a few other movies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Barbie.
Barbie. She's in Barbie. I mean,
Most overrated movie of all time.
Oh, don't even.
I don't even know.
Don't even go there.
I don't even know if people like Barbie. Like, I thought liking Barbie was a joke, but I legit see people saying it was the best movie of 2023.
Yeah, I get it. It's like
Or
saying
24.
Sonic's the best movie.
That Will and I had an experience yesterday, and man,
We'll speak on that after
yeah.
questions.
We'll speak on
Sorry.
that.
But Margot Robbie, she's, I don't know how old she is. She ain't that old.
I mean, she's all kind of old, I think.
She might be in her 30s. I'd be
No
shocked if she's in her
shot.
40s.
She is 34.
Yeah.
That's it.
So 34.
All right. Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe pick.
That's in those Marvel movies. She's outstanding.
Name 3 Scarlett Johansson. Okay, well, I guess excluding the Marvel movies, name 3 Scarlett Johansson movies. Can't name one.
Black Widow.
Okay.
It's a Marvel movie.
I mean, that just came
Like-
up. I couldn't either. Oh, wait.
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but like I bet you.
She's in one with Bill Murray.
I bet you I've seen.
She's in one with
four.
Bill Murray
She's
also.
in it.
I'll look
Yeah.
it up right now.
All right. Well, Grady's doing that. Marcus, you want to start us off on what happened yesterday?
So yesterday,
I don't know the story.
Will and I wake up about 8 a.m. because we were going to go to Top Golf with director JT. And I'm getting dressed, and JT calls, and he's like, "Did you get my text?" I go, "No." He goes, "Top Golf could just call us, and we're closed." So I was like, "Well, what do we do now?" So I was like, "Well, let's see if we can go to the Simi." And then JT's like, "Yeah, I can't go to the Simi in Le Sueur." So I call up Will, and I'm like, "Hey, do you want to go hit up a movie with me?" And he was like, "Sure, why not?" So
I had nothing else to do.
I pick him up, and what was the first thing that happened in Mankato? We go to Best Buy.
We went to
Best Buys are still open. I thought they closed.
Yes.
So we
I
went
mentioned
to
that.
Best Buy because I needed a TV mount for my room. Don't go there if you're trying to get one. And we're trying
Oh,
these
God.
little heart rate monitor things for
The Aura rings.
the Aura rings
You know what
for,
those
for
are?
our fingers. You know,
Like super accurate health.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Aura rings.
so we try them on, and they got these little plastic
Sample.
rings, and Will puts one on, size 10.
Yep.
Puts it on. He's like, "I can't get it off." And I had the size 9 in my hand. I had already slid it on. And I'm like, I look at him. I go, "This thing ain't coming off either."
We're sitting there for like 5 minutes, just like struggling.
At least 5
Just
minutes,
trying to get them off.
these rings off, and we're like,
So a couple people just looking over our way, being a little obnoxious. You could say.
So that was the first part of it, and then where'd we go next? Shields.
Oh, we went to a lot of places. Yeah, we went to Shields.
Nothing really happened at Shields,
No.
and then we went to Fleet Farm, and
Oh,
man,
Fleet Farm.
we had a great time at Fleet
Fleet
Farm.
Farm. The peach rings were flying in the air. I bet you can't hit the ceiling.
we're walking through the aisles, and Will throws it up and darn near hits the fan.
That's so high up.
I'm like, "Will, $10 says you can't hit the ceiling." It was pretty close.
Yeah. Can't remember. Okay, we're walking down this one aisle. Can't remember exactly what we're looking at here. And I start walking away, go on to the next one. And I see something, I don't even remember what it is. I'm like,
It was
that's
a
fun.
tub. It was a big tub.
It looked cool.
Like the ones people would have like ice in for ice baths.
I was gonna hop in there. I was like, I wanted to get in there, you know.
Okay.
I went fast, right? I ate it.
Oh, man.
I'll say that.
And I'm in the other hall, like
Roofies have no
walking,
grip.
walking the other way around, and all I hear is a thud.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, "Oh boy, what did he throw now?" So I turn around the corner and I see Will laying there.
Wallet's over here, Fleet Farm gift cards over there.
Yes, he has his Fleet Farm gift card in one hand when he's running. So the Fleet Farm gift card's way out in the middle of the hall, and his wallet's laying next to him, and I'm like, "Oh boy, what did he try to do?"
This is anytime you go anywhere with Will.
He literally can't go anywhere. So he gets his stuff, and he gets up, and I look to my left, and I see the most beautiful ice fishing rod I've ever seen in my life. Bush Light, wrapped, the whole thing. And the sign says $9. I'm like, "Will, we gotta get these." And we look at them. We're like looking at them. Grab them, we take them off the shelf, we're gonna go, and I look down one more time at them. $35.
Had to put it back.
Had to put it back.
Immediately turned around, shoved it back on the shelf. We're like, we're not doing that.
I thought you said they were $9.
That's what the sign said. The sign said
Yeah,
$9.
they're like, there's like 3 rows of them there.
Well,
And I look closer at the sign, and it's for this top of the 5-gallon pail, like a foam pad. But that was nowhere to be in sight.
yeah.
So
Got it.
it was kind of
So,
mad about that. And
Lake Farm was fun now.
yeah, and about 30 seconds later, Will jumps in the the big cardboard boxes with the
Oh my god.
the dog mats in them, the fluffy dog
Yeah,
mats.
why do you do that?
He
It
just
looked
jumps
comfy,
in.
bro. Like, I want to see. A
looked
worker,
comfy.
a worker walks by, and I just get up. I'm like, "Yep, I don't think that one's big enough for him." And Marcus is like, "No, we need a bigger one." And yeah, just walks
The
away.
guy's like, just kept walking, didn't even look at us.
All right. Let's get to the movie. Let's get to the.
Okay. Oh, so we walk into the theater. You can bring that over here.
Oh yeah.
We walk into the theater, and I look and I see this sign, and it says BYB. Bring your own bucket. No, it just said BYB. So we walked to Target, and we got this 5-gallon pail right here.
$5, Pop.
$5, right? So bring your own bucket means they fill it to the top. Any bucket you bring. So
There's a little popcorn left too. I was eating it right now.
we get in the movie or get in the line for the popcorn because we had to get our popcorn then. And we get to the front of the line. She goes, "Yeah, we can't fill that up for you because it's too big. It exceeds our limit."
That's the point of bringing your own bucket.
That's the point of bringing your own bucket. So we were all kind of mad, and she's like, "Well, we can give you 2 extra larges for $5. So those are usually like $6, right? So we saved money. Darn near filled the thing. It was like ½ inch below the line.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
so you can expand on the movie.
We get into the movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I've seen the other 2. I didn't think they were that much of a kid's movie. It was like watching Paw Patrol with steroids.
It was
Oh my god.
It was so bad.
It was just awful.
So
Hey, I have one. Was Jim Carrey in this one?
No.
No.
Not that I know of. We only watched like 40 minutes of it, but not that I know of.
That's probably why I wasn't going. I mean, Jim Carrey was in the first 2, I think.
what? I can't think who that is right now.
He's
he
Ace
play?
Ventura.
Yeah, he was in there.
Was he in there?
Yeah.
He's the mustache. He wears the mustache.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah,
mustache.
yeah. Yep.
So whatever, we get up, we walk out of there because tickets were cheap, and we're walking by. We see Wolfman. Grady and I wanted to see that, and I'm like, well, let's just look in there. It was pretty empty, so
It was very empty. There was like 10 people in there.
it was like the biggest theater in there. I think.
Yeah, oh,
Theater room.
for sure. For sure.
Well,
Huge theater.
we sit down and we just watch. The movie already is probably like 30 minutes in.
Half hour in.
So you guys missed what we would
We-
call
we-
the exposition.
Yeah, like
Yes,
what we
yes,
want. Like
yes.
you kind of need that to know the story.
Yeah,
But
that's the-
We were kind of in the middle of the rising action part.
Okay, rising action.
Oh, yeah.
Getting close to the climax.
We
yeah,
get
I'd
in
say we
there.
were close to the climax.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's just about 10 minutes in, maybe 15. Mark started just looking at each other a little scared. He says, "I might just go sit in the car."
Okay, or did you go leave because the movie was bad, or was it too scary?
So I'm not.
I think
I'm
it's
not,
the second
I
one.
think it's the second. I'm not a horror movie guy,
Yeah.
Like I'm not big on that stuff. And just the sounds that they were making,
Oh my God.
and
Ugh.
the dude has a cut in his arm, and he's over here just gnawing on it.
No, like his whole arm.
His
was, like,
whole arm
scratched
was
up.
like just cut, and he's over here
And
chewing
this
on
dude
it.
just starts going.
And then
he's like,
the next clip is his teeth falling off.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw in the trailer his
Yeah.
teeth are falling off.
Yeah,
I'm like that
so-
was like awful.
and Marcus, he doesn't really want to stay. And, he drove me in chaos. I'm like, well, I'm not just gonna sit in here by myself. I probably would have gotten a little too scared. And then one scene came up, and it was pretty scary. So we both just got up and left.
All right. Yeah, no.
But there was a baby in there.
Yeah,
A rated
there's a
R
baby,
movie.
a
There
child.
was a baby
There's
in
a
there.
child in there.
the child is screaming, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crying. It was crying.
It was crying.
Oh my god! Why would you bring a baby to a horror movie?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
how
Will and I
young
were
was it? Like
joking
a
on
baby
the-
or was it like a toddler?
It was a baby.
Oh
It was
my
a baby.
Could it walk?
I don't think so. Because they took it out for a little while.
Oh,
because
no,
it
they
was
did. He
crying.
just took it into the back and held it and watched the movie.
Yeah. Because Will and I were joking. They were like, Well, you did better than two 16-year-old kids in there.
They left early.
But, yeah.
Yeah, Cinemark and Mankato gets no shout outs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're a half star,
Mhm.
if that.
We should start our own movie theater.
I mean, if
Probably
you could
better
round up the money for that,
It's probably not too expensive.
it's probably not too expensive to open a movie theater.
Well,
Oh,
probably
yeah.
like million, 1.5.
Oh, I mean, there was one in Lee Sewer. I thought it was getting reopened.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was
know what's
supposed to.
going on with that? They're like renovating it for something.
Yeah, they've
Are
been
they?
renovating it for like 7 years.
Yeah.
And Luke's is closing now too.
Yeah,
Luke's, I never went there once.
I didn't either.
I
I always
was-
wanted to try it. I was like, when I get my privileges,
I went there
Yeah, I'll
twice.
go.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It's alright.
It's-
Nothing special.
nothing
not
like
in a great
Jobs.
spot.
It's in terrible spot.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's like in between, like the furniture store owns like both sides of the street. It's just like in
And,
between
yeah.
all that, and like the thrift store.
Didn't they call out like people? Or didn't they say? Didn't I thought this is I don't know who I heard this from.
Steve.
Steve, it was Ben Smikalski. Shout out to him. He told me that they like called out people on Facebook saying like we're closing, and it's all like the city of Lisa residents' fault.
Oh, yeah. I actually just randomly scrolled upon this on Facebook because I go on Marketplace all the time,
Absolutely.
and I was on the sewer residents for just no reason. Sometimes it's kind of fun to go on there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Have
And
you ever
there's
seen the
just
uncensored?
everybody dissing on how there's no good food in town, but like besides like
But
Charlie's
they chase
in
everybody
the bar,
out.
like I think it was actually
I think
just
I could go to the bar 500
No.
times. I'd never get sick of it.
hold on, breakfast food, no good breakfast places, and like they're just like talking. There's nothing good, just like, and then like other people are like, well, yeah, because you just chase them out of the town. It's just like these people will open and then you just say bad things about them, so they'll leave.
Well, Roadhouse and Henderson, they had phenomenal breakfast
Like,
food before they
they had
closed.
awesome food, day and night. Awesome food.
It was great. Hopefully, I heard it's coming back.
I
It's
heard-
slowly coming
yeah,
back.
some people out by my grandma's actually bought it, and they're
Yeah.
gonna start catering now too. They're
I'm
catering,
looking
they're
forward
gonna
to
open that up.
Well,
Yeah, it's
really
good.
excited. Really excited.
Yeah,
Well-
they had some darn good food there.
So all I know is these people are all going back and forth. They're saying some words, and I'm like, geez, this is anyone that can, I guess it's
Was this
Are you on the
uncensored?
uncensored
You were
page?
probably on the uncensored page.
like not that much, but they were being pretty harsh to each
Yeah.
other. Then there's just one random guy. I think he works at. Is it just what's it called? Like the tavern? No, what is it? Jordan. When you're
Oh,
Jordan
yeah,
Tap House,
Jordan
right?
Tap House.
they have
or
breakfast food there,
the
right?
supper club. or
This
something.
guy is in the kitchen, takes pictures of every different breakfast food that they made of the day, and just posts it on there. It's like, come down to the Jordan, whatever. And I'm just sitting there laughing because this guy probably sent like 20 photos of his food, and then people were responding like, "This looks great. Bring it to the sewer." And he's just like, "No,
Bring up, yeah,
you come here."
yeah. That's the point of a local business, you know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's got to be somewhere. Like,
I heard the supper club in Jordan is closing too, isn't it?
Really?
That's what rumor has it. That's what I heard.
God, hey, let's support local businesses.
Yeah. I'm
Unless,
waiting for
unless
this.
they suck.
I'm waiting for this
You know-
coffee shop thing to open up.
We
Right.
kind of have
In
a
the sewer.
rule. We have a
Really?
rule when we go up north. It's no chain restaurants.
Oh,
You
that's
have
good.
to go to a bar or you have to go to
That's a,
some sort of local business.
that's a good one.
It's like when you're coming into town in like Dollar General, that big house on the left? It's like,
That's supposed to be a
Yeah,
cafe.
yeah.
yeah, it's a
isn't it?
cafe. Like, so it's supposed to be.
Oh, so is that
Is it open?
No.
I don't know when it's opening. I've asked a lot of people.
Well, I mean, it's not like. I mean, me personally, if I was a Lisa resident, it's a little farther away. Me living in Henderson, you're strolling down to McDonald's. They got great breakfast food there. I eat McDonald's breakfast food like there's no tomorrow.
I feel like if our town had a bakery or something like that where there was breakfast food there. Because I know, like, my grandma up in St. Cloud, they go to the St. Cloud or Cold Spring Bakery every morning, have coffee, and talk with the old folks.
I bet that's great.
That's actually some of my best times up there is just talking to the old folks up
At the
there.
bakery.
So
Yes, wrong.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that's a nice
Best
topic.
tongue.
Oh, did you hear Riker the other day
Good lord.
in biology what he said to me?
What do you say?
He goes, Marcus, you're my favorite pedophile.
Wow, that is wild.
I was like, wow, that's
Marcus,
something.
I will say you do look older than 16.
Yeah,
I
for
kind
adult.
of like that though. Like looking
Yeah,
older
you got some
than I am.
facial
Some facial hair. I gotta shave.
But I think Riker's comment was a little.
That was a little harsh.
A little
A little harsh.
Yeah,
But
it was out of
I
the
took
blue.
that one to
That
heart.
kid just
man.
says anything though.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what people think. Nothing.
I mean,
Which is it's a good like trait to have, not care what people think.
Anyways.
In
But
some
like,
ways.
but like in the middle of class, you just don't say that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But
All right, well, fellas, do we have anything else you want to hit
well,
here?
do we want to hit these fantasy picks here for
I think you Marcus
Supercross?
wants to hit some fantasy picks for Supercross.
So, anybody, you guys probably don't know, there's this Supercross, dirt bike racing. Will, Jack, and I are in our own league here, and we got some fantasy picks. I think I'm in the lead right now. You pick 1 through 5 positions, 1st through 5th, and then you have the wild card, which could be any position from 6th to 22nd, I believe. And we got some picks this week for sure.
All right, well, you start us off.
You want me to start us
Yeah.
off? So, these guys aren't going to know the names of the people, but in first, I got Eli Tomac.
Great pick. He just won.
He just came off the ride of his life on Saturday night. Beat Jet Lawrence, arguably the greatest of all time, or gonna be the greatest of all time.
He's like 18, so.
No, he's actually 21 now. He's 21, but he went undefeated in motocross 2 years ago. Rookie year, he went undefeated. That's never seen it before. So, who do you got in first?
I got Jet.
You got Jet. Okay.
Yeah, I got Jet.
I see it. Oh,
Second,
Well-
I got Tomac in second.
Tomac, that's valid. I got those two flip flop too. I got
Yeah.
Jet in second.
Who you got, Jack?
I went Jet Lawrence in first, and then Eli Tomac in second.
So JT's got the same so
Who
far.
we got for third?
Third, I went with Chase Sexton. He almost died last week around Saturday.
Yeah, we
He
don't really care that much.
he
I
just-
also went with Chase.
he just about got landed on off of the face or off the lip of a
That
triple. That would have been bad. That would have
really bad. That's
that would have been season ending. He
Is your life ending more like?
no.
Yeah, I would have died.
Career.
No, because Jason Anderson got landed on a couple years ago, and he's fine.
Yeah,
Little
but it's
messed-
not good,
he's
so.
a little messed up in the head, but he's fine.
I also actually went with Chase Sexton in third.
I want a little hot take.
Hot
Kenny
take.
Roxon.
K-Rock.
I thought he was going Aaron Plessinger.
German chocolate. You got German chocolate in second.
Oh, wow.
third.
That's
That's what we're calling him now.
all right. Fourth place, I got Hunter Lawrence, Jet's brother.
Oh, that's Jason Anderson's nickname for him. Who did I have in third or fourth? I think I had Kenny Roxon. I had Cooper Webb in fourth and Ken Roxon in fifth.
All right.
I went Chase Sexton in fourth.
Chase Sexton in fourth. It's
Terrible pick.
I mean,
Will said horrible pick.
Yeah, it's terrible.
he's top 3 rider consistently every week.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Fifth place,
fifth place, I had Ken Roxon.
Cooper Webb.
Hunter Lawrence.
Hunter Lawrence.
We
not
all had the
bad.
same top five, just flip.
I feel like Hunter's either got to be like top 3 or he's in like 10th.
That bike right now is just not good right now. They went to that new bike and it's just not there yet.
All right, what did you guys do for?
For the wild card, 12th place this week, I had Prado. I think JT.
I also had Prado.
I also had. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was
actually,
about to say.
I'm going with Justin Cooper.
Justin Cooper. That's a valid one there.
I'm going Justin Cooper.
He just come off his rookie year.
I think this
He's
isn't why I picked, but I think he actually got 12th last
no,
race.
he might be hurt. You might want to look that up. He might be hurt.
Well, I can switch if he's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Maybe sort of switch it.
But Prado, he came from overseas actually this year, first year Supercross, and he's kind of been sucking it up. had a lot of hype talking, a lot of ish about our best guy.
He's not the average Supercross
And
rider.
he had to go to the LCQs last week. That says something. So
Yeah, almost didn't make it there.
almost didn't make it. He destroyed everybody in the LCQ though. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, gonna be a good week. Back to Anaheim. So, anything else there?
You got really anything else?
I mean, that obviously wasn't
Your topic.
my forte. I was just kind of listening, taking
Yeah,
it
I
all
mean-
in. You guys
You know,
did very well. I think we all did very well that.
I think that was a good first episode. boys.
Good first
zeroth episode.
The
is great
0th
to say.
episode.
And we're going first because then it just messes up. If you go 4th episode, oh, but it's your 5th, you know.
We'll see whatever's posted.
It's our
Whether
first
it's
episode.
episode 0,
You
episode 1.
guys are gonna find out. That's
It's
for sure.
the pilot.
You guys are gonna
So-
find out.
I mean, and that's all we got.
And as Jet Lawrence says, it's only up from here, boys.
All right, buddy.
What he said. See you
Yeah,
next time.
sure.
See you.